Mama June, real reason June Shannon stopped talking to her mom. What is the real reason that Mama June Shannon stopped talking to her mother, Sandra? The two have had a strained relationship for some time, yet not all fans know the backstory. So, what exactly transpired between the women? Keep reading for more details. What's the real reason June Shannon stopped talking to her mom? Mama June Shannon has been estranged from much of her family at various times in her life. June and her late daughter, Anna Cardwell, were not on good terms for a very long time. Anna agreed to appear on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, though she had not been around her mother and sisters as June allegedly promised her a home. After the show ended, Anna sued June and TLC for non-payment for both her and her daughter, Kaitlyn, who was also featured on the show. She claimed she never received anything from her mother that she said she would give her. June also reconciled with a man who had molested Anna, so that was the nail in the coffin. As time went by, June started having issues with her other 3 daughters. She was with Gino Doke and became an addict, so that consumed her and all of the choices she made. Her youngest, Alana, Honey Boo Boo, Thompson, went to live with Pumpkin Efford, as did Jessica Shannon. The sisters banded together and, even when June got clean, she chose her now husband, Justin Stroud, over them. It was not until Anna got cancer that everyone really came back as one. Almost a year after Anna passed, a lot has changed, and a fan took to Reddit to ask why Mama June and her mother, Sandra, are estranged. The op wrote this. Why did June stop talking to her mother? I am rewatching the series from the beginning, and I was wondering if anyone knows why June doesn't talk to her mother anymore. Immediately, a follower chimed in with this answer. Because her mother, in essence, abandoned the family in favor of men. Dodo, 16 years older, pretty much assumed responsibility for her. The reunion Mama June ended up being just like her mother, which fans noticed, and now, Pumpkin Efford is doing the same amid her divorce. Yep, and it seems that history is repeating itself with Pumpkin. Her latest photos show that she's been picking at her face and her pupils were pinpoints, indicating some type of drug use. I suspect methamphetamines, so it seems as if she's already headed down the same path that June has traveled. However, June and Sandra did reunite at Anna Cardwell's wedding to Eldridge Toney. She raised Anna until she was 17, so it would make sense that she would be in attendance. Sandra was also there for Anna's funeral, but that appears to be the last time they were together. June did not care for her mother's comments toward her after her weight loss surgery several years ago, and it seems they never moved on. Introduction. June Shannon, better known as Mama June, became a household name thanks to the reality TV show Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, which followed her family's chaotic, often controversial life. Over the years, the world watched as June navigated her weight loss transformation, addiction battles, and family struggles. However, one of the more private and emotional aspects of June's life has been her relationship with her mother, Sandra Hale, and the reasons behind their estrangement. Though June and Sandra were once close, their relationship deteriorated over time, leading to a dramatic break in communication. For fans and outsiders, this has been a topic of intrigue. In this article, we will explore the events that led to this fallout, the reasons behind their estrangement, and the emotional toll it took on both parties. 1. Background: the Shannon family and reality TV fame. Before diving into the estrangement, it's important to understand the context of June Shannon's family and the role her mother played in it. June's rise to fame started with the reality show Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, which followed June and her daughters, including Alana, Honey Boo Boo, Thompson. The family's no-holds-barred, unapologetic antics made them an instant sensation on TLC. Sandra Hale, known as Mama Sandra, was a key figure in the early years of June's TV career. As the matriarch of the family, Sandra appeared on screen frequently, offering a support system and guidance for June. For many years, the relationship between June and her mother appeared strong. However, as their fame grew, so did the personal challenges that would eventually lead to the breakdown of their bond. 2. The early years. Close bond between June and Sandra. In the early years, June's relationship with her mother was one of support and, to an extent, dependency. Sandra was often seen helping raise June's children, providing a sense of stability in a family that was under constant public scrutiny. The relationship between the two was far from perfect, but it had a foundation of familiarity and a shared history that seemed unbreakable. Sandra often defended her daughter in the public eye, especially during times when June's parenting choices and personal life were scrutinized. From supporting June's relationships to encouraging her weight loss journey, Sandra appeared to be a constant presence in June's life. 3. The breakdown of the relationship. Despite the outward appearance of a close mother-daughter relationship, cracks began to appear. Several factors contributed to the gradual deterioration of their bond. This section will explore the key events that led to June's decision to cut off contact with her mother. A. Addiction and personal struggles. One of the major catalysts for the breakdown of June and Sandra's relationship was June's struggle with addiction. Throughout the years, Mama June was candid about her battles with weight and addiction, which were publicly documented during the airing of Mama June. From Not to Hot, June's struggles with substance abuse were well known, and at one point, her addiction to crack cocaine led to a publicized intervention by her family. While Sandra was often depicted as a supportive figure, it became clear that June's addiction took a significant toll on their relationship. Some sources suggest that Mama Sandra may have been enabling June's behavior, providing her with a false sense of security. This dynamic led to significant tension, as June started distancing herself from those she felt were holding her back from making the necessary changes in her life. B. Tensions with Sugar Bear, Michael Thompson. Another factor contributing to the rift was the tension between June and her ex-husband, Michael, Sugar Bear, Thompson. The complicated relationship, including Sugar Bear's own infidelities and later issues with the custody of Alana, created further strain on June's family dynamic. Sandra and Sugar Bear had a strained relationship of their own. Reports suggest that Mama Sandra was not always supportive of June's decisions when it came to Sugar Bear, which added to the animosity. June's desire to break free from her past, including her marriage to Sugar Bear, contributed to her distancing herself from both her ex-husband and her mother. C. Public scrutiny and family secrets. With the rise of reality TV fame came the ever-present media scrutiny. June's life, once a private matter, was suddenly exposed to millions. As the drama surrounding the Shannon family intensified, so did the pressure on June and her relationships. The constant surveillance and gossip eventually took a toll on June's mental health, pushing her to make difficult choices, one of which was distancing herself from her mother. Sandra, who had enjoyed a certain level of public attention as part of the show, also became a target of criticism. She was often criticized for enabling June's behavior and being complicit in certain family dynamics. The public attention may have contributed to the breakdown in communication, with both June and Sandra becoming increasingly frustrated with the media's portrayal of their personal lives. 4. Why June stopped talking to her mom. At the heart of the estrangement between June and Sandra were a series of personal, emotional, and psychological factors that ultimately led to June cutting off contact with her mother. Here, we delve into the real reasons June stopped talking to her mom. A. Desire for independence. One of the primary reasons June distanced herself from her mother was her desire for independence. June had struggled with living in the shadow of her family and the weight of expectations placed on her as a public figure. As her personal issues, including addiction and family turmoil, reached a boiling point, June may have seen her mother's presence as another reminder of the chaotic life she was trying to escape. In interviews, June has spoken about her need to find herself and regain control over her life. The pressure of being a public figure, combined with her addiction issues, made June feel that cutting ties with her mother was a necessary step toward healing and self-discovery. B. Conflict over parenting and family decisions. There were also conflicts regarding how to raise June's children, particularly Alana. Sandra's involvement in Alana's life was often portrayed as helpful, but it also led to clashes over parental authority. June, as a mother herself, wanted to make her own decisions regarding her children without interference from her own mother. The ongoing custody battle for Alana, combined with the differing views on parenting, added fuel to the fire of their strained relationship. June's need to be in control of her family, especially her daughters, was at odds with Sandra's desire to remain involved. See toxic dynamics and enabling behavior. It has been suggested that the relationship between June and Sandra was toxic at times, with Sandra enabling June's unhealthy behavior, particularly during her struggles with addiction. This dynamic may have led to resentment, with June feeling that her mother's support was more harmful than helpful. Over time, this toxic cycle may have pushed June to break away completely. 5. The aftermath and public reactions. Once the news of the estrangement became public, fans and media outlets quickly speculated about the reasons behind it. June's decision to stop talking to her mother was a dramatic shift in the family's narrative, as they had once been seen as a close-knit unit. The public's reaction was mixed, with some expressing sympathy for June, while others criticized her decision. June's perspective. In various interviews and social media posts, June has explained that the decision to distance herself from her mother was necessary for her mental health and well-being. She expressed a desire to focus on her own recovery and to prioritize her children over maintaining a strained relationship with her mother. Sandra's response. Sandra, on the other hand, has expressed heartbreak over the estrangement. In rare interviews, she has spoken about how difficult it was to lose touch with her daughter. However, Sandra's public statements have been less frequent, and she has generally kept a low profile since the fallout. 6. Can June and Sandra reconcile? As with any estranged family, the question of reconciliation looms. Will June and Sandra ever repair their relationship? Despite the pain caused by their separation, both women have shown signs of being open to the idea of healing. June has indicated in recent years that she's focused on being a better mother to Alana and her other children, which may involve addressing the unresolved issues with Sandra. However, the road to reconciliation is not always straightforward, and it remains uncertain whether they can ever return to the relationship they once had. Conclusion. The estrangement between June Shannon, Mama June, and her mother, Sandra Hale, is a testament to the complexities of family relationships, particularly when compounded by addiction, public scrutiny, and personal struggles. While their story is far from over, it highlights the emotional toll that fame and family drama can have on personal lives. Whether or not June and Sandra will ever reconcile is unclear, but the journey toward healing is one that many families can relate to. For now, Mama June seems committed to focusing on her children and her own recovery, and only time will tell whether a reunion with her mother is in the cards.